Hey, this is Will, and in this lesson, we're going to be distributing the kubeconfig files. So I'm here on my local box, and you can see I've got all of my kubeconfig files that we created in the last lesson. And what we're going to be doing in this lesson is copying these files to the specific cloud servers that they need to go to. So I'm going to start with the two worker nodes. And I'm going to use an scp command to copy these files to my worker nodes. I'm going to start with the first worker. And my first worker is wboid3.mylabserver.com. And I'm going to copy that kubeconfig up to that server. As you can see here, this is my third server, but it's my first worker node. The first two are the controllers. And this is going to be my first worker node. And my kubeconfig file is named using that wboid3 hostname. So I'm going to copy that file, and I'm also going to copy the kubeproxy.kubeconfig file. And I need to specify my user. So my destination user is going to simply be user, because that's the account that I can use to log into that cloud server. And then I'll put @ and then I need the public IP of this server. So because I'm connecting from my local box, the private IP is not going to work. So I need the public IP in this instance. So I'm going to copy that public IP of my first worker node. And I'll paste it in. Then I'll put a colon. And for the destination folder, I'm just going to put the home directory. So just ~/ I'm just copying those two files up to my first worker node. And of course, I need to authenticate. And now I'm ready to copy files to the second worker node. This time, I'm going to send that wboid4 file. So wboid4.mylabserver.com.kubeconfig. And of course, I will send kubeproxy.kubeconfig as well. And this time, I need the public IP of my second worker node. I'm just going to copy that public IP, colon, ~/ for the home directory. And of course, you can find these commands, as always, in the description to the video. You'll just need to replace the placeholders with the values from your actual cloud servers. So now I have distributed my kubeconfigs to the worker nodes, and I need to go ahead and distribute kubeconfigs to the controller nodes as well. So I'm going to do another scp. For the controller nodes, I need my admin.kubeconfig. I need my kubecontrollermanager.kubeconfig. And I need my kubescheduler.kubeconfig. So those are the three files that I'm going to be moving to both of my controller nodes. So I'm going to do user for the username @ and then I'll come over here and I'll get the public IP of my first controller node and colon ~/ for the home directory again. And now I'm just going to repeat that same command, but I'm going to change the public IP to copy the files to the other controller node. So I'll come back over here and I will copy the public IP for my second controller node. And I'll paste that in and run the command. So now I have successfully distributed my kubeconfigs to the worker and controller nodes that need to have copies of those files.